What is next for the Monsterverse? Today I just want to sit and talk about it. I don't think I have a Monsterverse related video on the channel yet, and I just want to discuss it with you guys, and I really want you guys to leave me in the comments like what you think of this. Also, real quick, hopefully everybody's doing well out there, and we got a freaking motorcycle going by. Really now. Been snowed in for a couple days, a lot of four-wheelers and stuff driving by on the snow, but anyway, today I want to discuss the Monsterverse and what's next for it. I'm going to look up real quick what this dude's name is because I know we do actually have the announcement for who's directing the next Monsterverse film. I'm probably going to butcher his name, but Grant Sputor? I don't know how to actually say that, and I do apologize, brother, for butchering your name, but he is directing the next one. So Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire came out a while back, and just let me know in the comments what did you think of the film? I wasn't doing Godzilla content at the time. Let me know, what did you think of it? I really enjoyed it a lot. I still, to this day, love Godzilla vs. Kong more, and that's upon rewatching both of them since. Definitely just love that other one more, even though there's elements of New Empire that I like better, but just overall movie, GVK is the one for me. But with the way the New Empire left off, it sort of just leaves it open to anything. In a way, we've gotten to this point in the Monsterverse where, you know, we've got more serious films in it, but we've definitely went more of the Showa-esque kind of path and making it kind of crazy, and that's just fine because we have -1 for the serious tone for Godzilla. We're seeing literally both sides of Godzilla happen at the exact same time, and even the directors themselves have interacted together. It's really, really fun to see. It's a really good time to be a fan right now. Kind of with where the New Empire left off, it just leaves it open to sort of anything. It feels like in a really good place where so much opportunity opens up because we're at this point where there's a lot of ground covered with, like, you know, the Hollow Earth with the Kongs, and like Scar King is dead, so we don't have to worry about him anymore, even though I really loved that character and kind of wish he would have survived, but it's okay. It's at a point now where they can go any direction, and the rumor that have been floating around online for the longest time. Now, I don't know who said this first. I don't know if it was this new director that's going to do the next one that said it. I don't really know, and this is, just take this as a complete rumor and not fact. I don't have any inside information, especially me. I don't have any of that. The rumor is that the next one would go a more Godzilla-centered film, and how much I love this is just, I am head over heels for the idea of the Godzilla being more of the focus in the next one. I think they could do some really cool stuff. I have a couple theories on how they could sort of do the new film and keep it kind of fresh and interesting, but that's just a theory. It's just like a want. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen, and I'm okay with whatever they do next. But what do you guys think? Like, what do you want to see next for the film? Do you want to see a more Godzilla sort of centered film, or do you want to see Kong still continue to be the main character with Godzilla sort of like, not necessarily cameoing, he's been a major character through it, but you know what I mean. You could definitely tell that Godzilla vs. Kong and X-Kong, they definitely focused on Kong quite a lot, and I think with this Godzilla vs. Kong sort of trilogy, as you could call it, I think it would really, I think they should focus on Godzilla next, and there's so many different cool things you can do with that. He is now Godzilla evolved. He has evolved. I think that it's time to focus on him a little more, and just keep it interesting. I could see them going the route, because I feel like Godzilla has just gotten more and more angry through the films. You know, he's covering his territory before it was evolved. He freaking like wiped Scylla off the face of the earth, and I personally would like to see them continue that, but make it go even worse. I think a really fun plot for the next one could be like, there's some reason they put some kind of plot device in the film that just makes him even angrier than he's ever been, and now he's starting to just destroy cities, like get back to sort of the way he was at the beginning of Godzilla vs. Kong, whenever he was trying to look for the Mechagodzilla device. You know, he was just really, really, really mad, and I kind of want to see more of that. Like, I know that this is obviously still the anti-hero Godzilla, and he's you know, still the protector, and that's, of course, let's not take away from that. Let's not just go full evil Godzilla like -1 is, but I think it would be fun to have a film that's like Godzilla's going on a rampage and maybe they need Kong to, like, which means that would be another fight. They would fight for a third time. And yes, that can get a little stale after some time, but if you write it correctly and you do the plot interesting, like, they could do something really cool with this. I'm not saying for Kong to necessarily still be the main character, but I would love to see a Godzilla-focused film that has him being just in a rage fit. I think it would be fun. Or like the opposite of that, where we finally get some like monsters that we know and love, like Gigan or something like that, entering into the Monsterverse, or just monsters that they've had form in the Monsterverse already, like, because the Titans themselves have its own sort of lineup. So do we bring some of them into the picture where they're kind of acting out, and you continue that plot line from New Empire where he's still trying to be the protector, but then there's just like a big bad, like a Gigan, or just something that's like really threatening. And I'm not to say that this would take a more serious tone, but I can visualize in my head there being a new Monsterverse film where we have like a happy medium. It goes a little bit more serious than it did with New Empire, but it's still sort of that cool kaiju battles craziness. That could be cool, but considering Adam Wingard is not doing the next film, I'm willing to bet we're gonna feel the difference. There's probably gonna be a bit of a different tone, rather they go more serious or even sillier, I don't know. Just like naturally with a new director, it's hard to capture the same sort of vibe from a previous director. Similar to how we have all these movies from Gareth Edwards, Michael Dougherty, and Adam Wingard, they all sort of, their own movies feel different. I mean, Adam Wingard's Godzilla vs. Kong into New Empire even feels different. So that's kind of one of the things I like about the Monsterverse, is seeing these different people make the different films and just seeing sort of their take on it and their feeling, their vibe. All of it feels even more different than like Kong Skull Island. So it really is so open at this point. The way New Empire ended just kind of left it out in the open. I would love to see more Mothra. There was a lot of stuff I would love to see. Like, I still am holding on to hope for Mecha King Ghidorah in the Monsterverse. I think how they left Ghidorah with like the head, there's still a head out there. I think there's something you can do with that. I think that's a plot device that they should not waste. They should bring it back. I don't know. I just think it would be so cool after all this time to get Mecha King Ghidorah back on screen. I don't see it happening in like the -1 world anytime soon, so Monsterverse, I think it fits. I think it fits the silliness we've already had Mecha Godzilla in the Monsterverse. Mecha King Ghidorah would be like a childhood dream, honestly. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I just feel like there's opportunity here. What do you guys think, though? I'm done rambling. But the question is, what do you guys think? In the comments, let me know what you guys think is going to happen in this sort of Godzilla vs. Kong 3. What do you want to see? Leave your entire paragraph about it if you want in the comments. I definitely will read it. Thank you for all the support as of late, guys. It really means a lot. Hit like on the video if you haven't yet. Subscribe to keep up with the videos. And remember, keep your neighborhood friendly. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Love you guys.